Alright guys, welcome to another video, and in this video we're going to be installing LM Studio on Linux, and this goes to say about every single Linux distro, because the file format provided here is an AppImage, and you basically just have to make sure your system runs AppImages, which is most systems nowadays, and you'll be able to actually run this program. So how do we do it? Well, we go to lmstudio.ai, or you can just search up LM Studio on your search engine of choice, and you'll be greeted with this screen where it says download LM Studio for Windows, which I don't know why it doesn't really detect that I'm using a Linux operating system. Most websites do, but anyway, let's get right into it. So what you have to do is you're going to have to press download here, and it's going to say download LM Studio for Windows, which we're going to change to Linux and x86, and also 0.3.15, which I think is the newest version, and we're just going to press download. When we do that, it's going to send us to this 1 GB file, which is going to download. Tell us that it's going to download in 2 minutes, and I'll be back when it's done. Okay, now as that's finished, we can press that and see that it's here. And so sometimes AppImages just don't launch, and you're going to have to make sure they're executable. I think it's a permissions thing, but you just mainly press a right click here, and into properties you go to permissions and let it execute as a program, just like so. And as you've done that, you press OK, and now you can actually double tap it and execute, which will actually bring up LM Studio, which I already had, so don't disregard these because there's chats I had on this thing previously. So yeah, we can go ahead and explore the UI here. So when you're going to come into LM Studio, you're just going to basically have no chats here in this chat section, and it's going to tell you to load a model, which you don't have as well, unless of course you've already used it. In that case, I don't know why you're watching this tutorial, but anyway, we're just going to go to the Discover tab, and yeah, as you can see, we've got a ton of LLMs here, and you're going to want to choose one of them. So which LLM should you choose? Mostly it's depending on this this parameter here. Likely too large means it won't fit in your frame buffer, which is your VRAM. So if we open up PTOP here, you can see that I have 24 gigs of VRAM in my 3090. So yeah, this thing, I think you would use this on an M1 Mac, or one of those Ryzen AI processors that have shared memory. But yeah, anyway, you can't use this one, so you're just going to have to find something that is not too large. For example, this one, you can run that. It's 14 gigabytes. And yeah, that's basically it. So you just pick your the one you choose. For example, if you want Qwen, or let's say Deepseek, Phi, Llama, you're free to choose. And what we do after that is we download it. Okay, for example, we have this still our Qwen 7B. You just click download, which I have the higher end version, so the one that has more, the quantization is more. You just press download and it starts downloading. So you can actually download it to different locations. For me, I just downloaded it into my hard drive. I did not see, I didn't notice any degradation in performance, but I think with bigger models it might lead to some slowness, but yeah, for smaller models it's fine. Alright, so for those like me who like to install stuff on their hard drive, you're just going to want to change your models directory to something else. So for me it's the 8 TB drive I have and LMs. So you just basically change it and go to whichever path you want. I'm not going to change it because yeah, I already have it set as I want it to be. You can reset to default path, you can refresh or open in Explorer, which will bring up the actual list of LMs here. So yeah, and then how do you actually chat with your LM? Well, yeah, you just open up a chat, which most likely it will have like a chat open, and then you pick your LLM, so in my case Deepseek, and then you can actually increase the context length. So this is the length that it will remember. So basically this is all the data you'll give and it will remember. So if you get it higher, it will maximize memory usage. So yeah, if I go up to like this much, it will actually like fully utilize my 24 gigs of RAM, which is honestly not good for performance, but like you can still do it. That's cool. GPU offload, well, you should set this at max unless you're having like overheating problems. You can just lower it so it doesn't get utilized as much. But okay, let's go for 8000 or whatever. Okay, let's go to 8076 and then load model. So now it's actually going to be loading the model. And also, by the way, yeah, this is a part that is actually slower on a hard drive. Well, yeah, it has to load in 7 GB of data, which is slower on a hard drive than it is on an SSD. But yeah, I don't care because usually when I do use it, I just put the prompt in, which you already can, and it'll generate the prompt a little later on, which it actually does really fast, like compared to like ChatGPT and stuff. This can actually be faster depending on your hardware really, but like still. So yeah, you'll want a big enough frame buffer, a fast GPU, which mostly I think all GPUs can handle it. My 1080 Ti, my previous GPU, could also handle this properly. And generate me a text about rabbits. And here we go, it's actually processing the prompt, it's thinking, and as we can see in BTOP, it's utilizing 90% of my GPU, and it's using 10 GB of VRAM. What? Generate me an essay about rabbits. You're not able to do that. Anyway, let's see. Alright, so I need to write about an essay about rabbits and stuff like that. Yep, there we go. Okay, so we've got the usage here. It's using about like 350 watts of GPU. Surprisingly though, it's not getting too hot. Okay, so this is the part where Deepseek thinks. If you haven't used Deepseek, it thinks before like generating the actual answer. So yeah, that's something you'd want to know. Actually, watching this think in real time is really satisfying. But yeah, you should try it. So the CPU, I think, is like loading in some data into Deepseek now. So it's passing this whole package here. It will go down in time, so if you use it for long enough, it will start getting to like 0% usage. And yeah, and as you can see here, we've got the context, which is 367.9% full, so 1/3 of the context is only available for the model to access. So yeah, if you need more context, you have to actually like increase the context level, and as you can see here, we've got tokens, we've got 29,000 to 8,000 are available. So yeah, here we go. So yeah, we can just eject it and like boot up Hermes Llama, and we can just crank this slider up to 1000, and here we go, loading model. So this is actually a smaller model, so it's going to be easier to run. So yeah, let's see how it does, and it actually loads up faster than what Deepseek was. Oh, let's actually try to lower down this like to 23, I think. Okay, let's see what it does. Oh, here we go. Okay, that's really fast. And here we go, we've got BTOP here, and we'll see what it does. Actually, let's go here. Tell me what you can do. But that's fast. This is really good about like these LLMs, like these small ones, and the ones you run locally, is that they're really fast. Tell me a 10,000 char story about rabbits. And this will do it really fast. I mean, this is faster than ChatGPT from what I know, because like you're not waiting for a server to actually generate a response, and you're not in the queue to generate this response for you. So it's being really fast. So this is actually running LLMs on your system is really beneficial. As we can see here, it's only using about like 7.7 gigabytes of RAM, so you can use this with, I think with a, you can also use this with an RX 580 and be fine. So yeah, that's really cool on that end. Let's actually see if it goes up to 100% usage. Word essay. Here we go. Yeah, it does go up to like 83. Was that 1,000 words? 1,000 words? Are you sure? I have no idea. We can actually check it. So I personally don't think that was 10,000 words, but let's see, and yeah, let's hope it is. Nope. Well, Llama, you failed on that one. Anyway, so yeah, that's basically LM Studio. You can do whatever you want. The best argument to make about LM Studio and like using it in general is that it's safe. So no AI company is just like snooping your data, stealing your data. It's all local, so it's not going to a server. And when you do want to actually like have newer data in your AI, you just download an update to the AI model, and that's basically it. So yeah, the sky's the limit. If you've got a GPU that can handle it, I totally recommend doing it. So the GPU I think it can handle it is like anywhere from a 980 Ti to like a yeah, the 5090, as much as I don't like that GPU, but like you can use it anyway. So yeah, a really nice tool, really nice results, and yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!